catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. As Seattle now ready to march onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on at second down. And this offense often hinges on one of the best tight ends in the league, and that's Jimmy Graham.
I think he made up for lost time when he got to the NFL because in college, he was mainly a basketball player, a defender who couldn't score. Now he's flipped it around in the NFL. Every time he touches the ball, he's a threat to score.
Rawls, the lone man in the backfield. He'll get the football here. Cuts back, left sideline. There goes Thomas Rawls. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. Thomas Rawls, 76 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. He told us he was going to hit the end zone a couple times in this game. I just don't know that he envisioned doing it in the first quarter.
He probably did. I'm not sure we did, right? Because all the great ones, that's what they do. They dream about it, right? They think about it. They envision it. They think it's going to happen and almost will themselves into it. I just look at what he's done so far and just wonder what's left to come. Let's sit back and enjoy this one.
Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field, punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time. They think they've got a good formula working.
And what about the defense?
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, we gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our own offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here. And caught, right side, Green. 22 yards on the pickup there. And it's good enough for a Pittsburgh first down.
All right, I'm doing my rudimentary math here. That's his third catch here in the first quarter. I don't know if it's just game plan or he's just finding his way open.
And maybe a little of both. It's a pickup of 14 there, and it'll give the Steelers a first down.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Now it looks like we got the big tight end still down after the last play. Well, you can bet that they would hate to be without his services. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. They'll throw on first down with Roethlisberger. That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
The Seahawks, here's their defensive lineup.
Michael Bennett's one of the best pass-rushing defensive linemen in the game. Normally plays defensive end, but when they go to those nickel packages and he works inside, look out, offensive guards. You got a problem.
Back with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin. It's Steeler football to begin quarter number 2. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here.
Looks like a nickel set here defensively on 3rd and 2.
Yeah, maybe expecting a throw. Got his man. It's caught for a Steelers touchdown. Antonio Brown from 4 yards out. And the Steelers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Boswell for the extra point. Now we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. Tyler Lockett now with a return. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Seahawks offense now, they get set to go back to work. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And some changes here as the D-line separates some. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
Offense still needing 10 yards. 2nd down. A fake to Rawls. Now it's Wilson. Backing up. He's going to let it go again. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was trying to get it to Jermaine Kearse. And it'll be 3rd and 10.
That's a bold strike right there, taking it downfield and putting some air on it. But how about the coverage? Able to get his hands across the receiver and bat the ball down.
So still a full 10 yards to go here for the offense on 3rd down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. On the ground, it's Michael. Shreds the tackle. A big play that time for the Seahawks. 42 yards. Well, they know they've got a good starter. Now the guy coming in to spell him shows he can run it pretty good as well.
And I think he appreciates the starter, wearing people down, tiring them out a little bit. He took full advantage, didn't he? Came in with fresh legs and carried the ball.
Time running out here on the play clock. Another run, but this time it's Rawls. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Thomas Rawls on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the Seahawks are going to take the lead. here's Hauschka for the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Hauschka now to send this one away following the score. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
Darius Hayward-Bay, the intended receiver. Charles, across the board this past Sunday, just looking league-wide, passing really reigned supreme. You had 8 receivers over 100 yards. Only 1 tailback, though, hit the century mark.
And you know I've been touting the running back renaissance for a while, right? You get tired of me talking about that at lunch, like, okay, enough. And guess what? The passers and the catchers are still ruling the NFL. 8 wide receivers and 1 running back hit the century mark as receivers. And that was on Sunday. Spencer Ware doing that for Kansas City as the running back. Lamar Miller, the only tailback on the ground, going over 100 yards. So my running back renaissance may have to wait a little while.
Play action. It's Roethlisberger. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. That's their second, so they'll have 1 remaining here in this second quarter. We'll be right back. So a big sack on 2nd down. Now let's see what the offense has in store for 3rd. Now Ben on 3rd and long. And able to find Green. And he's brought down after a good gain. A gain of 26 on the 3rd down conversion. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
You know, Charles, this past weekend around the league, there were 4 one-point games. First time that's ever happened in league history in week 1. I think parity sort of reigned supreme, didn't it?
It did. And think about all the times we go into production meetings and sit with coaches. And I think you probably do the same thing I do. I write down before I even get there. They're going to talk about how this is a 1-possession or a one-score game, every coach. But they're actually right. Think about how the season began. Panthers at Broncos. That was a very close ball game. And then moving on to when we got to Sunday's games. Dallas at home against the Giants. The Giants with a big one on the road with a 1-point victory. It's that type of a year already. It's amazing what we're seeing, how close teams are and how they're matched.
They'll try and throw for it with Roethlisberger. And this is incomplete. The Steelers try it, but they come up empty on 4th down. And the Seahawks are going to take over the football. And Seattle now ready to march onto the field. They go play action here on 1st down. Going for the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in. Touchdown, Seattle. Doug Baldwin, 55 yards. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now.